Before the 90 days, where love is online, the math is never mathing, and common sense missed the flight. I'm recapping the nonsense, the scams, and the audacity. You're watching Kinda Unhinged. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm back with another Before the 90 Days, and we are on season 8, episode 5. So we begin this episode with Forrest and Sheena going shopping. He's looking for clothes because he didn't pack that many clothes because she told him that he could go shopping once he got to the Philippines. However, he's a lot taller and bigger than the average person in the Philippines, so he's having a really hard time trying to find clothes that fit. There was one point where he tried on this shirt and he was so sweaty when he tried this shirt on, and it was too tight, and he was like, "Oh, I'm not going to be able to get it. I need a bigger size." And if I was the person that was selling that, look, you got to go ahead and buy this shirt cuz ain't no way you about to give me back this sweaty shirt. So while they're out, Sheena breaks the news to him that he needs her parents' permission to marry her. And he's like, "Why didn't you tell me that before? Like, I'm already gonna have to go there and tell them that I'm gonna take you away from them and move you to the USA, and you're not gonna give them any more money. Like, this just adds another layer to it." And then in addition to that, she says that she thinks it'll be a good idea if Forrest comes and visits her parents alone before he brings his parents to meet them. And he's like, "I don't know, it's going to be really hard for me to convince my mom that I need to go before her." But ultimately, he agrees and says that he'll have the conversation with his mom. So then we catch up with Daniel, and he is preparing for Lisa to arrive. He said that he is so excited to finally meet her. He has something huge planned for her. And then we see that Lisa has landed. She's actually in the airport and she's freshening up, getting ready to see Daniel. Now, I don't know why they felt the need to show us this scene of her, washing all her bits. They could have like left that out. We didn't need to see all that. But for whatever reason, they showed us all that and she's panicking. She's starting to feel insecure about her looks. She's like, "Usually when I see him on FaceTime, I have the angles perfectly. I have my makeup done flawlessly, and now my age is showing and I don't know if he's going to be attracted to me." So then we get a scene with Anna where she's preparing for Jovan to fly to the Philippines. She's excited, of course. She gives us a little bit of her backstory. She said that she no longer works because her schedule and Jovan's schedule didn't line up, so it was hard for her to maintain a job and maintain her relationship. So she just went ahead and quit, and he sends her about $400 to $500 a month, and she's able to provide for herself with the money that he sends. So she gave us her perspective on the relationship. She said everything was fine with them until basically Javon started listening to like manosphere content and podcasts, and then he changed his perspective on men and women, and he felt like women were to be seen and not heard. And she said that she's not that type of woman. She speaks out for herself and she's not just going to be quiet and do what he says. And she said that she feels like he's trying to change her, and she's nervous that when he comes that they won't be able to get along. Then we catch up with Laura, and she said that she was pretty upset that she had to go to bed alone. And she said that she got up in the middle of the night and she confronted BeerCon about it. And then somehow they ended up making out twice. So, everything was good with them apparently. But now they're about to go to a plastic surgeon because Laura lost a ton of weight. It was like over 100 pounds that she lost, and she has a lot of loose skin. And she found a doctor in Turkey that could fix this loose skin for her. And she decided to bring BeerCon. Now, she said that she decided to bring him before she got to Turkey because she felt closer to him than she does now. So now she's kind of regretting it a little bit because she feels a little awkward. Even though, they made out or whatever, she still feels a little tension, a little awkwardness there. But nonetheless, he goes with her and they take pictures of like her problem area, which is her stomach area and all the loose skin. And she's very insecure about it. And she's like, she just wants to get through that as quickly as possible. When she's taking the pictures, it's just her and the doctor in the room. So they go back into the examination room where BeerCon is, and then the doctor puts the pictures up on the screen for everybody in the office to see. And she was surprised by this because she didn't think that they would do this. And she's looking at BeerCon and she's like, "You look uncomfortable. Are you uncomfortable?" And he's like, "No, no, no, I'm okay." And she's like, Are you sure? And he's like, yeah. So then the producers ask him in his confessional, was he uncomfortable? And he's like, no, I wasn't uncomfortable. I was just surprised. So Zied takes Emma to a cooking class because he said he's never seen her cook before. So he wants her to be able to cook for him, and everything's going well. She seems to be enjoying it. He's enjoying himself. So she asks him if she'll be able to meet his family while she's there. And he's like, I doubt it. They're really busy people, which is odd because, I mean, why wouldn't you want her to meet your family? She came all the way from America. Like, that's nuts. And of course, that raises red flags with her as well. She's wondering, like, are you trying to hide me, or are you trying to hide your family from me? Like, what's going on? Do you have a double life? And then she asks him, has he ever cheated on her? Does he talk to other women online? And he says no. And she knows that he's been following women every single day because she's monitoring his pages. So because she's kind of accusing him of being a cheater, then of course he turns it around on her and he's like, well, at the beginning of our relationship, when you disappeared on me, what was that about? Because we never talked about that. Now, we know that the reason she disappeared was because of Muhammad and the fact that she was talking to both of them at the same time. But she tells him that she was going through a breakup. And he's like, is that it? And he keeps pushing. And she just keeps saying, I was going through a really bad breakup because she felt like this wasn't the right time to tell him about her past engagement. So then Sheena takes Forrest and his family sightseeing. And while they're out, they break the news to the mom that they want Forrest to meet her parents first. And then they want her and Dev to come the next day. And she's not having it at all. She's like, they're going to manipulate you the same way they manipulate her. As soon as you get in there, they're going to work on you and you need me there. That's the whole reason that I came over here, was to meet with her parents. And Forrest stands up to her and he's like, look, I'm an adult and you need to start treating me like an adult. I can handle myself just fine. I'm going to meet with her parents first and then you can meet with them the next day. Simple as that. So then we catch back up with Beer Khan and Laura. They've just left the plastic surgeon and Laura is feeling very insecure and Beer Khan's trying to encourage her and he's telling her that she's brave and she's like, I'm not brave at all. If I were brave, then I wouldn't be getting this skin surgery. And he's like, look, you got to do whatever it takes to make you feel good about yourself, to make you feel beautiful. I think you're beautiful and I love you very much and I'm glad that we're together. And of course, this melts her and she feels like he's finally showing her some affection and what she's been looking for. So Javon finally reaches the Philippines and him and Annalyn meet for the first time and they are so excited. They go to a resort to celebrate their honeymoon because obviously they've never gotten to do that. So then we get back to Forrest and his family and his mom is very upset. She really doesn't think it's a good idea that Forrest and Sheena go to meet her parents alone. And Sheena's like, well, my parents aren't bad people. And his mom's like, what are you talking about? That's not what you said yesterday. You said that they made you feel guilty. They made you feel bad about yourself. And now you're saying that they're not bad people. Why are you lying? What's going on? Are you in on this as well? Are you also a scammer? Are they just going to get Forrest over here and then both of you are working and giving the money to them? They're not going to let him take you to the US if they're that controlling. And Forrest is like, look, you got to chill. You are out of line. I'm going to meet her parents on my own. You can come the next day, and that's it. And y'all, I cannot wait to meet Sheena's parents so we can put these puzzle pieces together. Because who is the scammer? Is it them? Is it all of them together? I gotta know what's going on. Something is a little amiss here. I also can't wait until both sets of parents meet because I know that this is gonna be a knockdown, drag out event and I'm here for it. So we end the night off with Lisa and Daniel. So they finally meet, and I've never seen somebody like just completely eat someone's face off when they're kissing them. Like, this was a lot. I was like, geez, right here in the airport. Like, what is going on here? Why are you eating this woman's face? It was just too much, entirely too much. And then they went back in for a second. I was like, okay, y'all gotta chill. Why are y'all kissing like this in an airport? This should not be allowed in public. This was a lot. It was a lot, a whole lot. But anyway, once they get outside of the airport, these dancers start coming up, these traditional dancers, and they are performing for Lisa. And at first she was thinking like, is this how they greet everybody? And then she realized that it was for her. And this is what Daniel was talking about when he said that he had a lot of special things planned for her. And she loved it. And I thought that was really cool. And that was a cool moment. And that's where the episode ended. So, you guys let me know what y'all thought about this episode in the comments down below. I cannot wait for the next episode. I'm hoping that we see the meeting between Sheena's parents and Forrest's parents because I know this is going to be epic and I'm looking forward to it. If you guys want more 90-day content, then go ahead and subscribe. And if you like this video, please hit the like.